Hai, kali ni saya akan cuba buat review 3 drama Cdrama, iaitu Wrong Carriage, Right Groom versus Hilarious Family and versus Love in the Farm ataupun Farming Days. Okey, yang pertama Wrong Carriage, Right Groom. Ni dah tengok lama ni. I think one of the key points pada cerita ni yang I kind of terfokus adalah pasal grandma ataupun matron of the family of the groom yang tak nak percaya, tak nak involve and senang kena tipu. The basic of the story itu adalah as we can glean from the tajuk tu sendiri adalah bila the bride tu tersalah naik dia panggil sedan chair and then pergi ke rumah mertua yang sepatutnya the other one pergi. Mana memang tersalah lah dengan tersalah naik orang kata zaman dulu kan dia angkat ni cerita fictional zaman dahulu lah kiranya. So in one of the heroine tu dia ada 2 heroine. So in one of the heroine tu dia pergi ke rumah hero yang terpaksa feign sickness, maknanya dia terpaksa berlakon ala-ala sakit, ala-ala macam tak sembuh-sembuh. That one is very interesting sebab dia rasa nyawa dia terancam. Tapi fokus kepada cerita ni for me adalah although the grandma orang kata recanted ataupun repented, maknanya dia menyesal, tapi it took a very very long time. Sebagai ketua keluarga, grandma, and then orang yang ada kuasa untuk tentukan itu ini, and then ada pula bisnes tersendiri, and then sebabkan cucu dia ada 3 cucu laki, tapi 2 cucu laki dia tu abang kepada yang hero ni mati, mengejut lah, kena patuk ular lah. Later on we realise that kerana grandma ni telah letak kepercayaan kepada orang yang salah, orang yang dianggap macam savior, supposedly macam anak lelaki kepada anak perempuan dia. Macam firstly macam dia diborn tu dengan auspicious sign, sebabnya grandma ni dulu ada seekor arnab, and then kebetulan si cucu dia ni yang anak kepada anak perempuan dia ni ada birthmark yang sama macam arnab dia yang baru meninggal. So benda-benda kepercayaan macam ni kan. So I mean, who would have thought that kid, anak kepada anak perempuan grandma tu, became greedy, became obsessive with being in charge of it all. So in a way macam tak salah, tapi macam mana nak cakap, I pun dah confused sekarang. So yang hero dia ni dan abang-abang dia tu anak siapa dah, I tak ingat. Tapi yang pastinya tu 2 abang dia tu mati disebabkan oleh sepupu dia ni lah. Sepupu ataupun actually anak saudara. Mereka ni anak kepada grandma tu ke? Oh my god, I think selalunya kalau heir ni adalah mestilah anak first lelaki, some sort like that lah kot. Jadi that's why, sebab si yang jahat ni adalah anak lelaki kepada anak perempuan grandma tu, so maybe dia punya claim tu tak berapa banyak, tapi the grandma made it happen. Dia kata as long as dia talented boleh, and at the same time anak yang ketiga, cucu dia yang ketiga tu bermasalah kesihatan. So memang advantages lah. Tapi yang what we can see or glean from the story as the episodes develop was that how the grandma tutup sebelah mata, and because of macam pentingkan kelancaran business, she decided not to do much until it was really rather too late, sampai yes, the cucu bertuah dia tu yang jahat tu cuba nak bunuh dia dengan cuba meracun dia. It goes to that far because he felt threatened and he just want to eliminate all the sources of threats ataupun penghalang, obstacles to his goals. So grandma dia ni, okay. So dalam hal ni I kind of remembered pasal kisah-kisah, cerita ataupun drama sekalipun pasal orang kaya yang sebenarnya dikelilingi oleh penjahat. And I remember this one detail pasal psychopath or sociopath ni suka kerja-kerja glamour, suka jawatan-jawatan yang tinggi, banyak perks, tempat yang popular, and they do everything to get there, to obtain a top spot, and then they rack everything up. Siapa-siapa yang kerja bawah dia tu memang macam neraka lah, sebab dia pandai podek kipas bos, tapi yang merana semua orang. At the end of the day, the company yang hire dia tu pun akan suffer sebab mostly tak pandai sangat buat kerja, and kalau pandai pun suka ambil kredit orang, and then sebab dia menghancurkan kepercayaan and productivity, it doesn't actually do any good in the long term. So as the story progresses, we understand that the hero of the first couple, dia live in fear. So dia mujur lah, one day dia as a teenager, budak kan, he wanted to kill himself off. Mujur one master ataupun tok guru ni jumpa and told him off betul-betul lah, that he cannot give up, gave him hope, and then suruh dia fokus kepada menguatkan mental, belajar bela diri, and those of things to make himself disciplined and tidak tunduk kepada psychological burden, macam that he is unable to turn things around. It looks like that most of the time. That's why the story panjang macam tu. Kalau the hero mampu turn things around in a gif ataupun petik jari je, the story won't be that long. But the director ataupun the storyboard tu fokus kepada how in a situation yang everything dikontrol oleh sepupu dia yang jahat ni. Everything, even orang lain, especially grandma tu, put 101% trust kepada yang ni lagi satu. In this story, it seems that walaupun macam tu, it seems that the real heir ataupun pusaka tu sepatutnya goes to the hero lah. Tapi it seems that everyone thinks that he is a pushover. The term pushover ni kadang-kadang I pun confused juga. It seems that dia boleh tendang ke tepi lah macam tu. Kick to the curb, senang aja lah. So that's how the sepupu yang jahat tu treated him pun. So what I gather from this story is that orang jahat ni, dia memang pandai menipu. Kalau kita recall balik macam mana, I pun dah lupa dah nama yang sepupu dia yang jahat tu, Z ke apa. Memang menipu, very convincing. Contohnya dia nak tolong dengan bagi ubat. Dia kata dia concern lah dengan kesihatan adik sepupu dia ni. but it turned out it contains poison. It doesn't kill one off instantly, immediately, tapi when the hero gave it, to the tikus, eventually all the tikus or mice tu dies. Kenapa the sepupu buat sebenarnya? Sebab harta. And we can relate to this issue to our real life. Banyak orang berbalah ataupun do atrocious thing, kadang-kadang bukan orang keluarga. Can you imagine orang yang bukan keluarga plotting everything to take away from helpless ataupun to trusting people or families? And it could happen, it has happened. Kadang-kadang kisah pasal anak yatim yang teraniaya, that sort of thing. Tapi in all those things kan, it seems that sebab ada orang yang let it happen, quote and unquote, cautiously, maknanya turn a blind eye ataupun willfully blind themselves from seeing the truth that are staring them in their eyes. I think we can also agree lah, orang jahat yang dalam cerita ni, dia pandai berlakon depan orang, especially the grandma. And then the story finally ada lead, tapi unsuspectingly, one day the hero and heroine stumble upon kerfuffle dekat entrance. A guy was beaten up, and sebab heroine ni hati dia baik, dia nak bantu, so she went and help lah. So both the couple, the unlikeliest couple yang tersalah sedan chair ni, both of them have good hearts, so they try to stop. They were rebuffed lah actually by was it a steward? Some sort like a steward kepada family tu, kira macam ketua servant try to say, jangan bimbang, I dah dapat arahan daripada ketua. He blatantly said that dia hanya dengar kata daripada mulut si sepupu dia yang jahat tu, that sort of thing lah. So he kind of like rasa macam siapa kau, macam tu lah, tapi in a bit polite way. Tapi the couple, the good-hearted couple, managed lah to defend the kid. Jiantang nama budak tu. So it turns out ayah dan mak kepada budak ni dianiaya. It stem ataupun started because the sepupu yang jahat tu nak tanah dan juga bisnes apothecary, maknanya jual-jual ubat herbal macam doktor zaman-zaman dulu, that belong to Ji Jiantang's parents. So to do that, he took a beggar and his mum to do his bidding. Mula-mula dia tolong the beggar, and then after that dia, how you call it, dia turn him into a thug, and then somehow made the false allegation that the guy, the former beggar tu, died because of makan ubat daripada the apothecary yang dia nak ambil alih tu. So what ensued was macam government ataupun intervention untuk kononnya cari justice, but everyone was bribed ataupun blindsided. Ended up parents Ji Jiantang tu mati, ayah dia mati dalam tahanan, mak dia pun mati juga. I forgot. Tapi the mother of the beggar tried to get answers, kenapa anak dia mati. Turn out the sepupu jahat ni cuba pula poison the mother, and mother tu jadi buta, I think, and she has been on the run from that day. Ji Jiantang tried to recruit her to give confession lah, to stand up for justice. Tapi dia pun kena attack and they were terpisah. So the story is actually, the lead was from this crucial incident. There is another couple yang involved dalam tersalah suami ni, in a way lah. The other one lebih warrior Lee. Ke macam mana? Bukan. There were two brides to be. Satu ni warrior Lee, sebab family dia ni ada macam kelas silat, kelas kungfu lah macam tu. So dia sendiri pun pandai seni bela diri, that sort of thing. The other one was to be the gentle noble lady lah. Macam semua macam menenun, mengikat ke, ataupun baca poetry, melukis tu, that's her forte. So the girl yang warrior like tu, supposedly she was to marry a commander, and the gentle lady, noble lady tu was supposed to marry the guy yang terpaksa faint ataupun berlakon sakit tu. But they got switched. So the noble lady, I feel the focus is more on the gentle lady, and I kind of macam understand the fact, sebab even I suka actress yang berlakon jadi warrior tu. She was I saw this was the second drama that I saw her acting, and it's along this line. Jenis macam the first drama tu tak adalah warrior like, tapi dia unconventional, maknanya dia dianiaya tapi melawan, that sort of thing. So dalam ni dah lah melawan, dia warrior like. So she kind of protected the ailing husband. Tapi bagi yang the noble lady tu, dia pula pergi ke rumah commander tu lah, yang sebenarnya ada gosip dia tersendiri. Dikatakan dua isteri dia yang sebelum ni mati. So it was painted that commander ni jenis ganas, ataupun jenis suka pukul isteri, ataupun I don't know, weird ritual ke, macam it went along the line, minum darah isteri ataupun bunuh sadis ke, ataupun semua. So the noble gentle lady ni bukan push over lah, maknanya bukan senang dibuli, dia melawan dengan bijak. So she tried to find answers, and that led to the decision of her untuk lari daripada rumah tu and cari the supposed husband yang tersalah tu di camp. Sebab husband to be tu yang tersalah tu adalah commander dan tengah berperang. So she, on her journey tu, dia terjumpa dengan seorang actually master kepada yang cucu ketiga yang berlakon sakit. Suami yang supposedly suami kepada dia, tapi dia kahwin dengan yang warrior like bride tu. So this doctor ataupun master, dia pun doctor, herbalist, some sort like that kan. So he turned out to be the key point to join back ataupun connect the two brides and the two families together, sebab at the end of the day ada something that they both macam can stand up together, something like that lah. Princess nak laki orang. I think by episode 12 there is another character, princess ni yang kind of jatuh hati kepada one of the tersalah brides punya husband. And the one tu adalah the commander. The commander ni jenis ala penyenyak macam tu, yang makan dalam, macam jenis yalah, macam hidup dia pun berperang aja kan, tapi dia turn out, but at the end of the day the princess pun jumpa the princess turned out to be very very bratty, sebab I think the word that they use was imperious. Maknanya you cannot say that she did any wrong because she's royalty, macam tu, she's above the law, that sort of thing. So macam mana dia anak raja, macam tu, and nobody can actually or really say no. So that was the tough part, nak tolak, because she likes the man, she likes the commander. And the thing started because the queen terdengar that the commander menang lagi satu perang, and she just kind of proclaim a decree that that she wants the commander to marry her princess lah, and got the emperor to chime in that in a way lah. So zaman dulu tu kata kalau menolak titah decree tu, so in that story he will be prosecutor ataupun I don't know sampai 7 keturunan ke atau, but it's grave lah, it's grave enough. And because they started having feelings for each other, walaupun supposedly they are not nak kata fated, supposedly mereka tu patut kahwin orang lain, tapi fated has brought them together sebab tersalah fated, but they developed feelings, and there was a macam mysterious encounter dekat tepi sungai, that sort of thing, and dia kind of hilang ingatan sekejap, but they face hurdles after hurdles. At first I thought that tak menarik langsung couple commander ni dengan that Retition noble lady, tapi their struggles macam the noble lady, dia tak duduk diam, dia belajar cara nak treat orang, and sebab nak masuk camp tu kan, dia pergi along the master, sebab the master tu is dispatched to help the commander to treat people yang sakit in the battle. So wanting to help the lady, the noble lady kata dia in disguise, kata dia tengah cari abang dia yang lama tak dengar berita, that sort of thing lah. So they finally met, but there were a lot of intrigues, there were a lot of macam, supposedly women were never allowed in camp, so she was disguised as a man, or that sort of thing. I don't know how it is not obvious that she's a woman, tapi somehow in those days, it was apparently tak boleh nampak. I mean, they could have tried to make it more, believable. All I see, ataupun all we see, was that the noble lady is still a woman in a boy's garb ataupun disguise, but the gist of the story of her finding answers whether the husband to be the commander to is actually a good man. She found out that walaupun sepatutnya bukan the man that she was supposed to marry, she found out later bahawa takdir brought her the man that she is good to marry. I think that that was the lesson of this series episodes ni, bahawa kadang-kadang tersalah sedan chair, tersalah pergi ke, I don't know, I've been seeing a lot of period dramas where actually the bride's family actually tak ikut procession bila the bride pergi rumah groom, lelaki selalunya, yang family yang agak-agak well to do lah, so it's always like that. So that's the only way why this happened, So that sort of thing. And the reasons pasal tertukar tu, sebab dia orang singgah sekejap dekat Temple of the Fairies, ambil kau. So fairies, so dia orang tersilap, tertukar veil macam tu, tutup tutup muka lah macam tu kan. So dia tersalah sebab they supposedly they were different design ataupun embroidery, tapi sebab dua-dua tu actually base dia kain merah, embroidery je subtly or different. So sebab dia orang took shelter sebab hujan lebat, so they in a hurry dia tersalah ambil that sort of thing. So the rest is history. So I think at the end of the day, when it comes to cucu yang jahat tu sendiri yang cuba bunuh, in this case there's another character yang actually memang geram. The closest maid ataupun assistant to the grandmother ni is very devious, menipu and do a lot of bad things at the back and call of the cucu grandma yang greedy, yang jahat, sampai kesudah walaupun kena tangkap semua, dia kata, what's wrong with asking for what I want, for what I deserve? I've worked hard for you. You made me a slave to mengayakan you. This belongs to me, that sort of thing. So the grandma kind of, I don't know, looking back, hearing those words, rasa macam it's cruel lah kan, bila you bukan anak pertama, kedua, ketiga, ataupun mak you is a daughter of the rich family, so you are not really in direct succession to own the family business, that sort of thing. Tapi for the most of the story, the grandmother was open enough to actually, kalau tak ada arah melintang tu, since cucu yang layak tu pun sakit selalu, memang dia dah nak bagi kepada cucu dia yang jahat tu. Tapi because the cucu yang baik tu, yang feign illness tu, wanted to uncover the dark sides, maknanya apa kesalahan, kebobrokan yang sebenarnya telah dibuat, walaupun muka manis, senyum, apa semua perfect, tapi there are a lot of imperfectness, macam kejahatan, all those a lot of things, bad things actually happen, tapi grandma tu tak tahu. Some of it dia tahu, macam there was one business yang dia kind of work sedikit on the accounting, so in a way the grandma tu was in it juga when it comes to business. So that's why she was reluctant untuk make the best decision at earlier time. So it cost, yelah, dua cucu dia mati disebabkan dengki oleh cucu dia yang jahat. Kalau ikutkan cucu yang jahat tu, semua orang mati, until even the grandma, until he got complete full control and everything. So I think apa yang orang jahat tak suka dalam cerita ni adalah bila orang baik pandai. Dia marah sangat bila orang baik get out of difficulties ataupun predicament. Dia marah sangat bila orang baik bongkarkan kesalahan dia, mistakes. Dia marah sangat, dia kata. And then at one point, dia kata, kenapa jahat sangat? Dia kata, kenapa jahat sangat orang baik ni? Macam, why can't they leave me alone? Macam tu. The demented way how the orang jahat, in this case the cucu jahat tu, yang greedy to think. I guess in a way it's a fun way to think how orang jahat actually do think like that. Dia ingat orang baik macam kita kan macam ni, yang jahat, mengganggu kehidupan dia, menyusahkan hidup dia, dengki. So the final lesson that I get lah from this series Wrong Carriage, Right Groom ni adalah banyak family hancur kot in theory oleh orang dalam yang jahat dan tamak. They pose or act like the trusted family advisor. Sebenarnya dia orang luar. And this reminds me a few days ago pasal kadang-kadang, tak semua lah, tapi kadang-kadang orang yang bekerja kat rumah orang kaya, kadang-kadang dia rasa dia hebat sebab dia yang actually duduk rumah tu, that sort of thing, and makan apa semua. Dia rasa dia kaya, and for most actually orang kaya pun tak duduk kat rumah tu macam pembantu. But for them, dia orang pun rasa juga bahawa kita semua manusia. What differentiates adalah sebab, in most cases, adalah sebab orang kaya lahir daripada family yang kaya. So there is bitterness, there is like rasa benci, rasa macam unfair fate, ada jugalah. So somehow how they feign macam loyalty tu, it's magic itu sebenarnya. Tapi most of them are, I don't know, they nak kata they resort to their fate satu, tapi I mean kalau cerita macam Downton Abbey, dia memang resort lah to their fate. Tak adalah, because it seems the noble family tu terlampau besar untuk di take over ke apa semua. But we do see some lebih sudu daripada kuah bila the help. I don't really want to talk about help as in help quote. It's it's kadang-kadang it's very degrading, because how hoity-toity sangat class nobles ni treat people. But not all, there are some good, but I don't really want to stand up for that cause anyway. So but yeah, orang-orang dalam juga actually they're just bidding for their time untuk menghancurkan. I think they would rather see the family hancur, because maybe they have been bersabar banyak, accumulating grudges. So I don't know, I mean, I guess that's why juga some families are very asobia, I don't know, terlampau never let outsiders in, tapi that is sampai macam anak ke cucu ke buat salah ke macam mana pun dimaafkan, ataupun sebabkan dia orang kita ataupun family. Itu pun distorted idea of macam keadilan juga. So I have to take back lah idenya. Mula-mulanya dah buat 3-in-1, tapi I cannot. I think this is just one drama. So I hope that I can regale you with the other dramas in another time.